wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to sign. Mike 57. Shoot!
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 22. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your...
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
We're going to sign. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Young lady.
Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the fifth time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dalton now to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hands up, Lee! Check right 54, right 54. Get up. There you go, 10.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Nice.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Oh, good footwork on the spin. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Darnold. He's got Smith here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He will push his way down to about the 14. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Caught here by Bell. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's got Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 49 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw is Darnold, being chased out left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
50 seconds, man.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 22, Dalton. And he hurdles him and into space. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm here all day.
They go 368.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Heavy.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, Delta.
Motion, 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 motion.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
368.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton finding Green complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Here's Bernard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Hey, let's go. Let's make these babies cry.
Mike 5-4.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's got the first down inside the 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54, right 54.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 54.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw, Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a jet first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes a quarterback look a whole lot better. Darnold now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, Cam. Mike 5-4. Hey, Mike 7.
Throwing again. Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And able to find Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking.
2-by-2. Move.
To throw again. Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. Watch this.
54, Mike. 54.
Another chance for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. From his own goal line, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Darnold.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, watch it. Go 368. Line 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Regular. Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way. Bravo. Here we go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing again. Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Five.
Throwing on first down. Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Mike's by four.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
5-6.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Exit.
Mike 54. All right, T. Check the backer.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. Hey, box truck.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
368.
Hey, check Mike 57. I know he is.
Big spot. Andy Dalton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mike 57. Drop deep.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Darquez Denard there defensively.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Honey, I dash, got it on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
On the double. Mike 5-4. It's been a long day for you. Whip, 66, pull it, half.
A first carry now for Thompson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Breeze now to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Dice. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Shift.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No gain on this.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now, it's game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze, he gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Now a run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Come on, set. 18 together, 18 together. Got one, I got one. Go.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check 26, check 26. Huh? 64. 3. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Go. I got motion, I got motion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 43-yard line.
Mike 54. This team showed up. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. All day. All day.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. To throw, it's Breeze. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Go.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
36.
Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Ginn's got it. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, jump.
Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Now Breeze. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Check 3, let it roll. Yes. Check nickel.
On the carry, Thompson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Here's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Check the hot read. Slam. Kill. Bang. Check.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Breeze now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Slam, slam. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Know your job. 80 weapon. Hatchet. Let it go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Alert flare, flare. Trot. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 24, Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wild Bill. Rush in. 22, Jet. 22, Jet.
Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hayward. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Saints 28, Redskins 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Watch the screen. Zoom. Mike 5-4. Pick it up, guys. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, I got it. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Go. 54. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 63 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Breeze is looking to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
53.
Breeze to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Back to throw Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Ready. 95, 56. Check 53. Rip left, rip left.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
I'm coming. That's it. I'm coming. No, we got it. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Tackles.
Here we go with Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 43-yard line.
Check, 47. Woo-hoo! Go. 7's the Mike, 47's the Mike. He's tired of me. Go. He's tired of us. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Hal.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike.
Haskins to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
47's the Mike. I got him. 47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. Echo. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Mike.
Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that.
Hey, yo. 47, check my 47.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Let's go.
Throwing now is Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
One final shot for Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.